Hello, welcome to High Ground Gaming. This is Eric. My co-host, Mr. Brody, is here. He's not too happy with me right now because I just made him go out. And there was a lot of snow next to our door, so I had to clear that out. And he was not too happy with that. But he did it, and we're back inside where it's nice and warm. He's laying next to his heater here. So you ready to call a game there, Mr. Brody? He is already. He's not really talking to me right now, but that's okay. Anyway, so the next game we're going to play here is a game from our last division here, our fourth division, and it's going to be the 1909 Pittsburgh Pirates against the 1984 Detroit Tigers, both World Series champions. Detroit, I'll be playing as Detroit. They're the home team, and they went wire to wire in first place, and then won the World Series. So that is the team I'll be playing, and against the 1909 Pittsburgh Pirates. And I know Beatles eternally is a big Pirates fan, so that's one of the reasons why I decided to play this game too. And so yeah, so here it is. So it'll be Jack Morris on the mound going for the Detroit Tigers, and he'll be facing a lineup as follows. Tommy Leach will bat first and play center field. Jap Barbeau is the third baseman batting second. Second baseman Dots Miller will bat third. Batting cleanup, Honus Wagner, the shortstop. Batting fifth, the left fielder, Fred Clark. You can probably hear the trucks outside clearing out the snow. Batting sixth is going to be Ham Hyatt, the DH. Batting seventh, the first baseman, Bill Abstein. Batting eighth, the right fielder, Chief Wilson. And on the mound batting ninth is going to be George Gibson, the pitcher. Of course, because he's on the mound. All right, so Tommy Leach up now. Takes the mound. He'll be going up against Jack Morris. Jack Morris's record in 1984 was 19-11 with a 3.60 ERA. He pitched 240 in the third innings, allowed 221 hits, 20 home runs surrendered, 87 walks, and 148 strikeouts. Left-handed batters hit 244 against them, and right-handed batters 237, so pretty even. Equally effective against both sides of the plate. Miss Mags is playing with her mouse. So, alright, so Tommy Leach comes to the plate. He hit 261 with 6 homers and 43 runs batted in 1909. So the outfield, the defense behind Jack Morris is going to be Larry Herndon in left field, Chet Lemon in center, and Kirk Gibson, World Series hero from 1988, in right. The infield is, I'm trying to think of his first name. Oh, Howard Johnson, of course. Hojo, Howard Johnson at third base. Alan Trammell, the shortstop. Lou Whitaker at second base. Great double play combination for many, many years for the Detroit Tigers. And Dave Bergman is the first baseman. Lance Parrish behind the plate, and Jack Morris on the mound. And you can see those are their defensive ratings. Morris, excellent range at first. On the mound. Bergman, excellent at first. Whitaker, very good at second. Trammell, average at shortstop. Johnson, fair at third. In the outfield, Herndon is average with a fair throwing arm. Lemon is excellent range with an average throwing arm in center. And Gibson is fair range with an average arm in right field. So that's your defense behind Morris. So let's get this game underway. So 2-2 pitch. It's cut on and missed. A slider. And he missed it by a foot. Good pitch from Morris. So Tommy Leach strikes out for out number 1. And we'll be playing at Tiger Stadium. Those are your dimensions in the park here. 440 the straightaway center field. 390 and 402 to the alleys. And 340 and 325 down the lines. With a 9-foot fence all around. Next up is Jack Barbeau. He hit 220 with 25 runs batted in. Not sure exactly why they have him starting. But they do. Oh, Miss Mags is playing with her mouse. She's got the mouse. Showing Mr. Brody her mouse. 2-2 pitch. There's a sharply hit ball in the hole to the right side, taken up by Bergman. Tosses to the pitcher coming across. Throws away behind Morse. Morse reaches back for it, and the ball rolls free. So Barbeau will reach on the error by Bergman. So Barbeau with excellent speed. Very good speed. Excellent running. Or stealing, sorry. Stealing very good with excellent running. Running the bases. So Miss Mags brings Brody her mouse there. Miss Mags is a big Tigers fan. Brody will be rooting for the Pittsburgh Pirates. So 1 on and 1 out. And we're going to actually... hold on there. Can I go back? There we go. Alright, we're going to go for a pickoff. So Morris throws the first. Bergman reaches for the tag. And Barbeau is back safely. So Dots Miller up now. Hit 279 with 3 homers and 87 runs batted in 1909. Barbeau gets the lead. Pitch on the way. Barbeau takes off. Pitches a strike. Parrish throws the second. Throw sails high and wide. Good play by Whitaker to snag it though. Barbeau is easily under him, picking up his first steal of the year. So Barbeau swipes the bag, so he's in scoring position with 1 down. 1-2 pitch. Fastball hit on the ground to short. Up with it is Trammell. Bluffs Barbeau back to second, and he throws over for the out. So 2 outs now. Barbeau at second for Honus Wagner. Wagner hit 339 with 5 homers and 100 runs batted in 1909. See if he can get a base hit and drive home the run. So full count. Morse fires. There's a shot toward the gap. Left center field. Dropping in for a base hit. Barbeau will try to score, and he'll do it without a throw. So Wagner gets himself an RBI single, and Pittsburgh is on top 1-0. So Pittsburgh strikes first. So next up will be Fred Clark. Fred Clark hit 287 with 3 homers and 68 runs batted in, the left fielder. So Wagner gets his lead. I think we're going to throw over to first. Morris with the throw over. Wagner heading for second. After a few twists and turns, he's tagged out there by Trammell. So they got him leading. So that'll be a caught stealing. Morris to... who's the first baseman? Morris to Bergman to Miller for the putout. I think that's what it was. Yeah, so 1-3-6. No, actually, to Miller to the shortstop, which is Trammell. So 1-3-6 on the putout. Caught stealing. So Pittsburgh gets on the board, and after 1/2, it's Pittsburgh 1, Detroit coming up. So Vic Willis on the mound. The Hall of Fame pitcher was 22-11 in 1909. 2.24 ERA. 289 2/3 innings pitched. Only 243 hits allowed. Only 3 home runs out of those. Again, this is dead ball era though. So 83 walks and 95 strikeouts. So the lineup for the hometown Detroit Tigers is as follows. Lou Whitaker, the second baseman, bats first. Alan Trammell at short, bats second. The DH, Darrell Evans, will bat third. Batting cleanup is Lance Parrish behind the plate. Kirk Gibson, the right fielder, bats fifth. Larry Herndon, the left fielder, bats sixth. Dave Bergman, the first baseman, will bat seventh. Chet Lemon, former White Sox, in center field, bats eighth. And Howard Johnson, the future Met, bats ninth and plays third. So Howard Johnson would be also a member of the 1986 world champion New York Mets, as well as the 1984 Detroit Tigers. So Whitaker comes to the plate. He batted 289 with 13 homers and 56 runs batted in 1984 for the Tigers. So Willis has the sign. 1-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball, the hole at short. Gets it. Throws it. And Wagner gets Whitaker. So I'll score that as 6-3. So to bring up Alan Trammell. Hit .314 with 14 homers and 69 runs batted in. And Mr. Brody is going to lie down in the other room. I think he's had enough for tonight. It is late at night. Well, thank you, Mr. Brody, for joining us for at least half inning anyway. Smags may be joining us later. So Trammell hits a fly ball to straightaway center field. Leach backs up. And Pittsburgh center fielder has it for out number 2. So 2 up and 2 down for the Tigers. Brings up Darrell Evans. Evans hit .232 with 16 homers and 63 runs batted in back in '84. Two-two delivery. Line drive. Tremendous diving catch by Wagner. So definitely saved a base hit on that one with a great dive in the hole. So the Tigers go in order in the first, and after 1 full, it's Pittsburgh 1 and Detroit 0. Morris back on the hill. He'll face Clark, Hyatt, and Abstein. So Fred Clark hit .287 with 3 homers and 68 runs batted in 1909. Morris toes on the rubber. 3 balls and a strike on Clark. Comes to the plate. High fly to shallow left center. 3 men chasing. And it drops in for a hit. So Fred Clark is on with a leadoff single. As neither one of the outfielders is able to get to that, but definitely a play that should have been made. And we're going to try a pick off. Bergman holds him on. Morris quickly to first. Bergman puts on the tag, and Clark barely makes it back. Good thing there is an instant replay. And just to let our Red Sox fan know, among others, Clinton Parks and stuff, when I automatically started this game, it automatically asked for the DH. So I think it automatically asks for the DH for the teams that use the DH for the home team. So I think the home team will get the DH. As you can see here, that Pittsburgh has a DH in it. Hyatt is the DH, who's up now. So anyway, we'll be using the DH in the American League parks for the teams that actually used it from 1973 on. So we'll keep an eye on that just to make sure that that is the case. So Ham Hyatt up there, gotta love that name. Ham Hyatt hit .299 with 7 runs batted in. So delivery. Clark breaks for second. In there for a strike. Parrish throw to second. Throw is there ahead of Clark, and Parrish cuts down his second run of the game. Really? That was. Oh yeah. The other one Parrish really didn't cut down. I don't think. I thought the other one was a throw to first. Was kind of they threw behind the runner. Could be wrong, but I thought it was a 1-3-6. All right, so Parrish guns him down. So 1 down and nobody on base. So 0-1 pitch to Hyatt. Here's the kick and delivery by Morris. Bounce to the first baseman Bergman. Kicks it a couple of times and tosses it on to Morris. So 2 outs in the second. So score that one at 3-1. So that'll bring up the first baseman, Abstein. Abstein hit .260 with a homer and 70 runs batted in. Also walked 70 times. 70 RBIs. Wait a second. Walked 27 times and only struck out 22. So Morris gets the sign. Pitch to Abstein. Line shot to right. It's a base hit. So Abstein is on with a 2-out single. Oh, it might get to the gap all the way to the wall. Oh, and it gets to the gap. So they're going to score that one a double as Abstein hustled all the way. So run in scoring position with 2 down for Chief Wilson. Chance to add to their lead with a base hit. Chief Wilson hit .272 with 4 homers and 59 runs batted in. 2-1 count. Morris works. Wilson lines one to the right. Gibson is right there. And he has it for out number 3. So Abstein gets stranded at second. And after 1.5, it's 1-0 Pittsburgh. So that'll bring up Lance Parrish, the catcher. Hit .234 with 33 homers and 98 runs batted in. I believe that 33 home runs leads the Tigers. So he hit only .222 against right-handed pitchers. So payoff pitch. Sinker lining over toward third, and it's a fair ball. Clark keeps it out of the corner, and Parrish, who doesn't have a lot of speed, will hold at first with a long single. So the leadoff runner is on for the Tigers. Tying run on board for Kirk Gibson. Gibson hit .282 with 27 homers and 91 runs batted in. One delivery. Off the end of the bat, rolling down the first base line. Nobody will have a play there. And it's going to be an infield single as it just dies along the first base line. So runners on first and second with nobody out. So Larry Herndon up now. Hit .280 with 7 homers and 43 runs batted in. Only struck out 63 times in 407 at-bats. Actually, that's quite a bit. It's not tremendous love, but it's still quite a bit. It's kind of a bunter, is he? He's a poor bunter, so he'll be hitting away. So Willis checks the runners. 1-1 offering. Hard ground ball to second. Bounces way up in the air, beyond the reach of Miller, and into right for a single. Parrish will come in to score. Gibson takes third. So it's a 1-1 ball game now on the RBI single by Larry Herndon. Still nobody out. Runners at the corners. So Dave Bergman coming up now. Bergman hit .273 with 7 homers and 44 runs batted in 1984. 2-2 pitch. Long way to right center field. Leach is moving back. He's on the warning track. And he won't get this one as Dave Bergman hits a 3-run homer. So Bergman goes yard. And Detroit Tigers now lead at 4-1. As Miss Maggs has joined us. She's a big Tigers fan, so she'll be happy to know that. Miss Maggs. So Miss Maggs is now the co-host. She's been letting... Mr. Brody's been letting her co-host a lot, trying to develop her craft there. All right, so Detroit 4, Pittsburgh 1. Still nobody out. Chet Lemon up now. Center fielder hit .287 with 20 homers and 76 runs batted in. Not bad from a number 8 spot. Hit only .225 versus righties, .384 versus lefties, though. Wow. So score that one a 1-3 on the ground out. Back to the pitcher. That'll bring up Hojo, Howard Johnson. Howard Johnson he's a switch hitter, so he'll bat from the left side. He hit 248 with 12 homers and 50 runs batted in 1984. 256 against right-handed pitching. The pitch, grounder in the whole left side. Barbeau takes it over to first. And retired Johnson for out number 2, 5-3. So that'll bring up top of the order Whitaker. He's 0 for 1 on the day. So Willis toes the rubber, 2-1 pitch. Whitaker getting whatever he was looking for. Lines a base hit to left. So Whitaker's on with a 2-out single. So that'll bring up Alan Trammell. Trammell 0 for 1. Routine fly to center his last time up. Right hand comes to a stretch. Here it comes. Lined by Trammell towards third. Barbeau dives. And it's by him. And it rolls down into the corner. Clark with the throw in. Whitaker is around third. Trammell is in with a double. And he's very good running. Clark very good there. We're going to go for it. Yes. Whitaker's going for home. Throw goes home. Wagner with the relay. Whitaker slides. And he's out. So Whitaker gets gunned down by Clark. But Detroit scores 4 and leads it 4-1 after 2. Hopefully that won't come back to bite him. I think it was worth a gamble there, though. So Gibson will be up now for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Gibson, the catcher, hit 265 with 2 homers and 52 runs batted in. Morris looks in for the sign from Parrish. Here's the windup in the pitch. 2-2 count. Pitch to Gibson. Popped up the short right. Gibson coming hard. Still coming. And he's there. And he has it 1 away. So Gibson makes the catch for out number 1. Then I'll bring up Tommy Leach, top of the order. Leach struck out his first time up. Pitch on its way. Leach going to lay one down. He's going to bunt. Back to the pitcher. Morris picks it up. Snap throw. In time for the out. So Leach tried to hit his way on there, but Morris was able to retire him. So 2 down now in the 3rd inning. Brings up Jap Barbeau. 0 for 1 on the day. So he reached on an error and scored in the first. Here's the windup in the pitch. Popped to shallow center. Long run for Lemon. But it had plenty of hang time and he makes the catch easily. So Pittsburgh goes in order in the 3rd, and after 2.5, they trail 4-1 to the Detroit Tigers. So that'll bring up Darrell Evans, the first baseman. The DH today. Evans 0 for 1 on the day. Hit 222 versus righties. Willis comes home. High fly ball to right field. Ball is deep, but it is caught right in front of the fence by Wilson in right. So 1 down. That'll bring up Lance Parrish. Lance Parrish 0 for 1. Singleton scored. 1 for 1. Singleton scored back in the 2nd. I thought he got on. 0-1 offering. High fly to right center. Wilson there, and he makes the grab for out number 1. Out number 2. So that'll bring up Kirk Gibson with 2 down and nobody on. Gibson 1 for 1 today. Got a base hit back in the 2nd. 1-0 count. Here's the kick and delivery. Gibson pops it up. Moving off to the right, and Abstein calls for it and makes the play. So that'll do it for Detroit in the 3rd, and after 3 full, they lead at 4-1. It'll be Miller, Wagner, and Clark up for the Pittsburgh Pirates against Jack Morris. Miller 0 for 1 so far today. 1-2 count. Morris's pitch. Ground ball to second. Not hit hard. Whitaker up and over. And Detroit gets out number 1. So 1 down in the Pittsburgh 4th for Honus Wagner. Had an RBI single his first time up. The pitch. Wagner puts a fly ball to Lemon. A lot of room out there. And Wagner is out number 2 of the inning. So Fred Clark up now. Singled his first time up. Morris winds and deals. Swing and a shot to Johnson at third. Stops it from going through. Recovers. Over to first. In time. So great play by Hojo, sticking with it. And Pittsburgh goes in order in the 4th. So Detroit will send the 6, 7, and 8 hitters up. Larry Herndon leads it off. Had a RBI single in the second. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball right up the middle. And Willis won't be able to get to it. So Miller takes it in front of the bag. Off balance throw. And he gets him by a step. Thought Herndon was going to have his second hit of the day, but not quite. So it'll bring up Dave Bergman. Hit a 3-run home run his first time up. Willis is going to have to be careful with him. So ball 1 on Bergman. Kicks and delivers. Grounded hard. Through the hole in the left field. So Bergman is 2 for 2 with a homer and a single now. 3 runs batted in. So Chet Lemon up now. Lemon 0 for 1. Bergman is average base running and only fair stealing, so he will not be going anywhere. He's being held on by Epstein. So strike 1 count. Here's the pitch. Grounded higher than the right side into right field for a hit. So Bergman is rounding second. And let's see here. Bergman's running his average. Wilson is average. How many outs? We got 1 out. Who's up next? Number 9 hitter. If he gets thrown out, it'll be runner on first. And 1 and 2 down. So I'm going to go no. We're going to hold at second. Just not enough information there. Don't get a good feel on that one. So Hojo up now. Runners on first and second and 1 down. RBI opportunity for him. 0 for 1 so far in the day. So bounced out the second. Bounced out back in the second. 1-0 pitch. Change up down the middle. Belted. Very deep center. Leach goes back. And he takes it for 2 outs. Bergman is going to tag up and goes to third without a throw. So there'll be runners at the corners with 2 down for Lou Whitaker. Whitaker 1 for 2 on the day so far. Detroit looking to add to their lead. 3-0 pitch. Takes all the way and he walks on 4 pitches. So that'll load the bases for Alan Trammell. Trammell 1 for 2 with a double. One ball and 2 strikes. Willis works the Trammell. Ground ball over to third. Barboda goes to second with it. And nips Whitaker for out number 3. So Detroit loads the bases but cannot add to the lead. And it remains 4-1 after 4 full. 6, 7, and 8 hitters up for the Pirates against Morris. Here in the 5th. Kind of wish you had a pitch count too. You don't really know a pitch count on Morris either. Because I don't think you do. Let's see if we get a pitch count here. Oh yeah, we do right here. 54 pitches. So 54 pitches and 33 strikes. So 53 pitches through 4, so not too bad. So here's one the Hyatt to open up the visitors' half of the fifth. Bounced out this last time up. 1-2 pitch. Hyatt strikes out. So Morris gets his second K of the day. There's one down in the Pittsburgh fifth. So that'll bring up Bill Abstein. Bill Abstein's 1 for 1 so far. Doubled, and I think he walked. Yeah, doubled his first trip to the plate. Oh, actually, this is only his second at bat. 2-2 pitch, strike 3 called. So Morris gets his third K of the day, and is 2 out now in the in the Pittsburgh fifth. So that'll bring up Chief Wilson, the right fielder. He's 0 for 1 so far. Quick 1-1. Pitch on the way. Line drive to center field as Morris threw it. And then he had the duck, so it'll be a single. So only the 4th hit of the day for Pittsburgh, a 2-out single. Brings the pitcher George Gibson up. Gibson 0 for 1 so far today. Morris popped him up last time. 0-1 pitch. Change up. Gibson held up. And that one ended up down in the dirt, and Parrish blocked it. So 1-1 the count. Wilson holds at first. 1-1 pitch. Morris offers. Wilson's on the move. Pitches a strike. Parrish throws to second. And Wilson is in there with a steal. Throw was right there, but Wilson beat it. So Wilson gets his first stolen base. So we're running in scoring position now with 2 outs. So a single will plate a run, most likely. So 1-2 pitch. And he strikes him out. So that'll do it for Pittsburgh in the 5th. And halfway through, it's Detroit 4 and Pittsburgh 1. So the Tigers will send Evans, Parrish, and Gibson up against Willis. Willis up to 63 pitches, 38 strikes through 4 innings, so his pitch count is pretty high. He's walked 1 and yet to strike out a batter. So Evans will be swinging away. 0 for 2 so far today. So 2-0 count. Willis kicks and delivers. Ground ball pulled to the right side. Miller goes to his left, gloves it. And short throw to first. And plenty of time to get Evans. So 1 down in the Detroit 5th. That brings up Lance Parrish. Parrish 1 for 2 on the day. Flied out to right his last time up. And he gets jammed. Barbeau a couple of pumps. He throws to first for the out. So 2 quick outs in the Detroit 5th. Brings up Gibson, 1 for 2 also. 1-2 on him. Willis comes home. Gibson belts a fastball to deep center field. High, far, and caught. Didn't have quite enough on it. He got a little bit off the end of the bat. And Detroit goes in order in the 5th, so through 5 full. Score remains Detroit 4 and Pittsburgh 1. Detroit scoring all their runs in the 2nd. So top of the order, Leach up now. He's 0 for 2. He struck out once. So he had a failed bunt attempt his last time up. Morse is ready. Pitch is on the way. Tries to bunt his way on. Pulls it back and takes it high inside for ball 1. So 3 balls and no strikes on Leach. Here's the kick and delivery. Leach is taking all the way, and it's ball 4 wide. So he'll walk this time. First walk issued by Morris today. So leadoff runner is on for the Pirates. Brings up Jap Barbeau, 0 for 2 on the day. Bergman holding him on. So 0 for 2 in the game so far. Morris to the stretch, the delivery. and gets signal to steal. Leach didn't get a good jump, and it's inside and jams Barbeau. He scrambles out of the way. Ball one. So Leach returns back to first after not getting a good jump. 1-0 count on Barbeau. Ball one pitch. Punch tied between first and second. Whitaker's up with it. To Trammell for second for one. Back to first. And they turn the double play. So 4-6-3 double play. So 2 outs and the base is empty now for Miller. Dots 0 for 2 on the day. Bounced up to second his last time up. 2-1 pitch on the way. Miller reaching low. Scoops a fly by out to Lemon, and the side is retired. So Detroit, Pittsburgh doesn't do anything in the 6th. And home half of the 6th coming up with Detroit still up 4-1 over Pittsburgh. So it'll be Herndon, Bergman, and Lemon. Vic Willis still out there. Willis up to 81 pitches. So Herndon's 1 for 2 on the day. Has himself an RBI. So ball one offering, bounce to the right side, played by Miller, and Herndon is out. Score that at 4-3. So that brings up Bergman, who's having himself a whale of a day. He's got a couple of hits, including a 3-run homer. 3 runs batted in. Three-two pitch. Fly ball to center. Drifting toward the left field gap a little, and Bergman is retired by the center fielder Leach for out number 2. So that'll bring up Chet Lemon. Chet Lemon 1 for 2 on the day. Singled back in the 4th. 3-0 offering. And he takes ball 4. So Lemon not a threat to steal late in his career. So that'll bring up Howard Johnson. Johnson 0 for 2 on the day so far. Willis checks the runner back. Here's the windup in the pitch. Quick throw to first. It's in the dirt. Absey keeps from getting by him. And Lemon's back safely. So 3-0 count on Hojo. Who's off first, 3-0 strikes. Here's the pitch. And it'll be ball 4. So back-to-back walks. Put runners on first and second with 2 down. Top of the order, Lou Whitaker. 1 for 2 with a walk. So Whitaker with a chance to knock in a run here. 2-1 pitch forthcoming. Shot to Absey on 1 hop. Nearly knocks him over, but he manages to glove it and takes to the bag for out number 3. So after 6 full, the Tigers 4 and the Pirates 1. No scoring since the 2nd inning by either team. So Wagner will lead it off for Pittsburgh. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI. 2-2 pitch. Here's the pitch to Wagner. Swung on a miss. Strike 3. So Wagner strikes out. 5th K of the day for Morris. He's cruising right along. 91 pitches. So his pitch count is elevated in the last couple of innings. This will most likely be his last inning. So that'll bring up Fred Clark with 1 out and nobody on. Clark 1 for 2 on the day. Ground ball the 3rd last time up. Morris winds and deals. Skied to center field. Lemon to his left. And Chet will haul it in for out number 2. So 2 quick outs in the Pittsburgh 7th. Brings up Ham Hyatt. Ham Hyatt 0 for 2 on the day. Left-handed Hyatt stands in, looking for his first hit of the game. 1-1 count. Morris fires. Ground ball up the middle. Funny hop off the mound. Up with it is Trammell. And he throws it away. So Bergman couldn't come up with it. So an error on Trammell. Hyatt holds at first. as Parrish backed it up, as a catcher should. So 2 outs and a runner on first for Bill Abstein. Abstein 1 for 2 on the day. Also struck out. 1-1 offering. Pulled to deep left center. Lemon center fielder's after it. He's on the track. And he takes care of it on the track. That one almost got out of here, but not quite enough. So we head to the home half of the 7th inning stretch time. And Detroit still leads by 3. Vic Willis still back out there. Trammell 1 for 3 on the day. So full count. Willis pitches to Trammell. And hits it off the bat. Gibson pounces on it. And throws him out for out number 1. Darrell Evans up now. Hitless on the day. One-zero pitch. And he'll pop it up. First base vicinity. Abstein waits for it to come down and takes it in for out number 2. So 2 outs in the home half of the 7th. Then bring up Parrish. Parrish 1 for 3 on the day with a run scored. Two 2-0 pitch. Here it comes. Well hit. Right down the left field line. Long one for Clark. And he gets there. Makes the catch for out number 3. So that one definitely saved extra bases there. So after 7 full, still Detroit 4 and Pittsburgh 1. Pittsburgh time running out. Check out Morris's pitch count. He's up to 94, so we're going to let him pitch, I think, 1 more. See if he can get through the 8th. And bring on the closer for the 9th. So Wilson leads it off. 1 for 2. Had a base hit back in the 5th. Outfield playing straight away. Wind up in the pitch. Morris pops him up back this way. Parrish looks back for a look, and it's out of play. So 0-2 count on Wilson. 0-2 pitch. Ripped to right field corner. Wilson wheels around first. Heads to second. He's going for 3. And he'll get there with a triple. So Wilson with a leadoff triple. So Pittsburgh in business here as they get a leadoff triple from Wilson. Action in the Detroit pen. So that'll bring up George Gibson. Catcher 0 for 2 on the day. Detroit willing to concede the run here to get an out. Here's the pitch to Gibson. A little pop-up. Parrish. Johnson. And Johnson calls for it, calls him off, and makes the catch near home plate. So 1 down. Wilson has the hold at 3rd. So that'll bring up Leach. Leach is 0 for 2 on the day. Also walked. 0-2 with a walk. 2-1 pitch. Hit the other way to deep right field. Gibson retreats further. And he'll take it on the track. So Wilson will tag up and score. Standing up. Scores without a throw, and it's now a 4-2 game. So Pittsburgh plates 1 here in the 8th. And now trailed by 2. So Jat Barbeau up now. Hitless on the day, 0 for 3. So Ed Aparicio. He played for the Boston Beaneaters in 1905, and I remember him from my 1905 season replay with the New York Giants, as we played the Beaneaters numerous times, as our Red Sox fan can attest. So Aparicio up now. He'll pinch hit. He hit .230 with a homer and 16 runs batted in for Pittsburgh in 1909. So 3-0 pitch, and he takes it all the way. Ball 4 down and in. So he walks on 4 pitches. So that's going to bring up the tying run. So we're going to go to the bullpen here. As Sparky Anderson comes out to take out Morris, gets the ball from him. Oops, hold on, don't want to do that. So we're going to go, let's see here. Who is our closer? Is it Rodriguez? Oh, Willie Hernandez, that's right. Willie Hernandez. Yeah, we're going to get Willie Hernandez in there. Aurelio Lopez also too. Let's see who's up now. So Miller, the righty's up now. Okay. So let's see here. So Aurelio Lopez, how did he do against the righties? The righties only hit 207 off of him. And how about Willie Hernandez? 202. So he must have a breaking ball that cuts down and in. And only 173 against lefties. Oh. So we're going to bring in Willie Hernandez. Actually, the question is, how did Clark do against lefties and righties? Oh, we don't know. We don't know the splits. That's right, 1909. We do not know them. So we're just going to have to go with our gut here. So we're going to bring in Willie Hernandez to close it out. So Hernandez comes in to relieve Morris. So Willie Hernandez, in 1984, had a 9-3 record with 32 saves, 1.92 ERA. Righties only hit 202 off of him, and lefties even worse at just 173. So the lefty looks in for the sign from Parrish. Miller steps into the box, representing the tying run. Here's the windup in the pitch. 0-1 count. Here's the kick and delivery. Fisted in the air. Foul ground to the right side of first. And Bergen will have a play and takes it in for the out for out number 3. So that'll do it for in the 8th. But Pittsburgh tacks on a run and now leads it 4-2. So Gibson, Herndon, and Bergman up against Vic Willis, still in there. How many pitches does he have? So Willis up to, not too bad, 102 pitches. Morris left with 107. So Gibson will swing away. So Gibson 1 for 3 with a run scored today. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Willis pitches. Guided softly to center. And Gibson's in with a base hit. So it falls in. So back then he was excellent running speed and very good stealing. So Gibson's got a very good arm though. So what's Herndon? Can he bunt? Nah, he's poor. So let's see what we got here. Who do we have on the bench? So what did Herndon play? Herndon is the left fielder. We'll Grubb. He bunts fair. Can Grubb play left field? He can. Okay. Who else do we have available? Ari, can he play? No. We can always get Grubb to come in. Let's see if he's... Ooh, he's an excellent bunter too. So Larry, excellent. Rod Allen, very good. Bookins, excellent bunter. And he's an infielder. Castillo, infielder. Very good bunter. Garby. Poor, so we don't really want him. Kuntz. Poor. Alright, I think we're going to bring in Allen. Bookins. We're going to bring in Bookins to bunt, and then we're going to bring in Grubb to play left field after that. Try to get the runner over. Alright, so Herndon is going to be lifted for a pinch hitter. I think he is in here. Let's check him out. See his fielding. There's a 986 fielding percentage, and Grubb is 1,000. Does not come in only 36 putouts in 27 games, but that's good enough. So, was it Bookins? Yeah, Bookins. So Tom Bookins will come in to pinch hit. He's going to pinch hit for Herndon. So Bookins, 246 hitter with 5 homers and 26 runs batted in. Excellent bunter. So he's going to be called upon to try to get Gibson over to scoring position. So Willis back on the rubber. Pitch to Bookins. Bookins shows bunt. Detroit looking to extend their lead. It's a pitch out. Oh no. Gibson's not going anywhere. So 1-0 count. I'm going to have him bunt again. Throws over to first. Gibson back in plenty of time. Cat and mouse going on here. Willis works in the stretch. 1-0 Bookins. Willis comes home. Bookins is bunting. Backs away quickly. It almost gets him. So 2-0 count now. Doesn't strike out that many times. I'm going to go with the button one more time. Gibson gets his lead. Ball 2 pitch. Bookins looks to lay one down. Gets it down. Front of the plate. Gibson has it. First base is a line play. So gets with Miller covering, so the wheel play works. Gibson will be in scoring position now with 1 down for Bergman. Bergman having a big day so far. He's got 2 hits, including a 3-run home run back in the 2nd inning. So he'll swing away here, looking to add another run for Detroit. So pick-off play. Gibson back in easily. So Willis keeping him close. Popped up high behind third base. 3 plays chasing. Wagner tells everybody he has it, and he does. So Bergman can't get it done as he pops up, so he'll take a base hit by Lemon. Lemon 1 for 2 on the day. Also walked. So 1 hit today. The pitch. Ground ball. Wagner behind the bag. And he retires Lemon for out number 3. So Detroit is unable to add to their lead. And we're going to have... Where is he? Oh, Johnny Grubb. Yeah, there you go. So Johnny Grubb will come in and play left field. Yeah, he'll come in and play left field, and go in Herndon's spot in the lineup. As Willie Hernandez is on to try to close it out for the Tigers, up by 2. But he'll have to get through Wagner, Clark, and Hyatt. Wagner's 1 for 3 with an RBI today. Quick 1-1. Struck out by Morris back in the 7th, 3-2 pitch. Wagner swings and misses. So Hernandez gets him for out number 1. So a big out there in getting Wagner. A very dangerous Wagner. So they'll bring up Fred Clark now. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Clark's a lefty. Lefty's only hitting 173 off Hernandez. Left-handed Clark. 1-2 pitch. Clark swings and misses. So back-to-back strikeouts for Hernandez here in the ninth. So Pittsburgh's down to the last out. Ham Hyatt up now. 0 for 3 on the day. Let's see if the computer's going to let Hyatt stay in or they're going to pinch hit. 1-2 count. Here's the delivery. Strike 3. So Willie Hernandez strikes out the side in the ninth. And Detroit slips by Pittsburgh 4-2. So a well-pitched game there by both teams. The only blemish for the Tigers was that run in the first, and Detroit was able to score just in one inning for those 4 runs. The big blow, a 3-run home run by, was it Bergman? Yeah, by Bergman. So Bergman is going to get player of the game, I think. So let's check this out. We don't want to exit yet, so let's check out the box score. So here's the box score. Miss Mags is very happy that the Tigers won. Sorry, Beatles. So let's see here. So Detroit wins 4-2, 2 runs, 9 hits, and Detroit did commit 2 errors. Pittsburgh, 2 runs, 5 hits, and flawless from the field. So let's go through the pitching first. So Morris gets the win, 1-0. 7 2/3 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 runs, only 1 of them earned. 2 walks and 5 strikeouts. 107 pitches, 67 of them were strikes. 65 strikes. Hernandez gets the save, pitches 1 1/3 innings. Strikes up the 3, including striking out the side of the 9th inning. And earns his first save. So for Pittsburgh, Willis, 8 innings pitched, 9 hits allowed, 4 runs, all of them earned. 3 walks, 112 pitches, 61 of them strikes. An ERA of 4.50. So for Detroit, Whitaker 1 for 3, Trammell 1 for 4, Evans 0 for 4, Parrish 1 for 4 with a run scored, Kirk Gibson 1 for 4 with a run, 2 for 4 with a run scored, Herndon 1 for 3 with a RBI and a run scored, Bergman 2 for 4 with a run scored and 3 runs batted in. Yeah, Dave Bergman is definitely the player of the game. Jack Morris closely behind that. Number 2 player of the game. Chet Lemon 1 for 3. So other than Bergman, Pittsburgh pitched very well to the Detroit lineup. And Chet Lemon was 1 for 3. So we'll look at the score sheet. So there's your score sheet. Give you a second to look that over if you want to pause it and look it over. And finally, look at the game log here. So, first inning. So Barbeau scored on a single by Wagner. And that was an unearned run as Barbeau reached on the error by Bergman. So ironically, Bergman, who is the offensive hero of Detroit, commits an error allowing the first run to score for Pittsburgh. The first, Detroit would later tack on a run in the 8th. So on the bottom of the second, here's the beginning for an only scoring inning for Detroit. Parrish lined a single down the left field line. Gibson reached on an infield single the first, so Parrish the second, so first and second. So Herndon's single to right, scoring Parrish, Gibson the third for runners at the corners. Then Bergman came up and smacked a 3-run homer to right center. And that's pretty much it. That's all the scoring in the whole game. Miss Mags is falling out of her bed. She's so happy. I think she's going to reach for her mouse over there. So thank you for joining me. It's been Eric from Higher Ground Gaming. My co-hostess, Miss Mags there, Mr. Brody briefly. Wishing you a Happy New Year and hope you enjoyed the game. And we'll be back with another game from the all-time ELO using Diamond Mine Baseball. So if you like these videos and you want to see more, definitely hit the like button. Give a comment. We'd love to hear from you. If there's any game you guys want to hear next, let me know. And we'll play that. Otherwise, we're just going to pick one and go from there. But if there's a particular team, particular year you want to see, let us know. So thank you for joining us, and God bless. Bye-bye now.